Do you believe in the church hurt?
There is church hurt, but there's also life hurt. And even in the church hurt, I still know and believe that there are still some really, really good churches, really, really good pastors that are doing it the right way. And I do believe that church hurt, if you're not careful, can be a tool for justification to discontinue the pursuit of what you know that is intrusive of your life. Because see, here's the thing. See, here's a problem with the real gospel.
Drinking and driving will change your whole world. The next time you're out with your friends, consider what will happen if you get pulled over after drinking. Like the legal fees or time in court or a DUI on your record. Your decision to drink and drive can impact someone else's world too, if you hurt or kill them in a crash. Instead, what if your decision to call a sober driver could impact your world for the better? Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
See, some of this pretty self-help gospel, it doesn't require much of you because it's all to benefit you. But the real teaching of Jesus Christ is that he wants you. So there is a sacrifice and a self-denial of you. And the problem is sometimes we use church hurt because we really don't want to get to the core of, there's some stuff that if I really want to grow, I got to give up. There's some stuff I got to address. There's some ish that's got to be dealt with. If it's because God can't occupy that space. See, God's not timeshare. God's about ownership.
For sure.
And so he wants all of you. And so a lot of the stuff that we want to build up is something, maybe the stuff God wants to tear down. And I think that we don't understand that true discipleship is counterintuitive to all of the nuances of what is happening now in our post-Christian society. You know, our post-Christian society is what you drive, the come up. God wants you to have this. God wants you to blow up. Everything is about your enemies. You know, your enemies gonna hate you when you make it. God's gonna use your haters. It's like, I did not know I had that many haters.
Yeah.
I did not know I had that many people that were against me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is very important that when we get to this core of church hurt or church love, that the biggest thing that God wants is that he don't want anything to stand in the way of you and him. And if God got to take you out of the church to get more of you, he'll do that. But going to church don't make you a Christian no more than being in a garage make you a car. So it doesn't mean that just because you go to church mean that you got it all together. So we just got to realize that the focus of our attention should not be the pastor. It should not be the podium. It should not be the pews. It should be him. He's the star. He's the MVP. He's the VIP. We're his groupies, and we're there to big him up. It's all about him. It's all about Jesus.
Has your industry always accepted you?
You know, sometimes I may wear something that gets ridiculed. I may do a little move on stage that gets ridiculed. And, I sometimes don't always understand it. I don't always understand what the big fuss is of every little thing I do, But it does not mean that people don't have a right to question. I'm not that kind of person. I think people should judge, they should critique, and I want to know what I can do better. I want to know when I did a concert in Jamaica not too long ago, and there was a lot of critique about what I had on, because I had a tank top on. And I got beat up for having a tank top on. But if it was disrespectful to their culture, if it was disrespectful to people, then I want to know that, I didn't mean any harm, so that I can know what to do better. Is I want people to see that I am a man trying my best to represent Jesus in 2024. Trying to represent Jesus in 2024 outside of the church walls, bro, that's a job.
For sure.